Hello children, hope all of you are doing great and you have started your preparations for the International Maths Olympiad Level 2 examination. In this video lesson, we will solve few questions that were asked during the previous years in the International Maths Olympiad Level 2 examination. As and when we solve a question, I will tell you what is the best way in which you can solve this question in the examination, and we will also discuss if there is any shortcut that has to be used so that you can arrive at the answer faster. Because in level 2 examinations, the way in which you solve a question is very, very important, and that will determine your score in the examination. Let's get started. Let's look at the first question. What day will be the 35th day from 20th September 20XX? So there is a calendar that is given here for the month of September on a particular year, and we are asked to find out what day will be the 35th day from 20th September. 20th September is a Monday. So this is the first day after 20th, second day after 20th, third day after 20th, fourth day after 20th, fifth day, sixth day, seventh day, eighth day, ninth day, 10th day, and so on. Like that, you have to find out what day will be the 35th day from 20th September. But this is a time consuming process, right? So in the examination, do not sit down and write like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Write till 35 and see which day is this 35th day from 20th September and mark the answer. That's not the correct way to solve the question. Ideally, how you have to solve this question is like this. See, we know that 20th September is Monday. When will Monday come next? See, after 7 days. Correct? See, if 20th is a Monday, then 27th is a Monday. Correct? After every 7 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is the 7th day after 20th will be a Monday. Again, the 7th day after 27th will be a Monday. Like that. Correct? Here, what is the day that they have asked you to find out? The 35th day from 20th. We know that 35 is a multiple of 7. 7 5s are 35. So, if you ideally write, okay, like days like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like that. If you write it like this, so this is the 7th day, this will be the 14th day, this will be the 21st day, then you will have the 28th day coming here, correct? And where will the 35th day be? The 35th day will come here. Or we can say that the 35th day from 20th September is a Monday. 35 is a multiple of 7, and after 20th, every 7th day will be a Monday. So 7 5s are 35. So the 35th day after 20th will also be a Monday. Your correct answer here is option D. If you understand the logic, you don't have to write down all of these steps that I am writing here. I am writing here for the sake of explanation. But it's once you know the logic, in 1 second you will get the answer, right? You know 7 5s are 35. Every 7th day from 20th will be a Monday. So the 35th day from 20th will also be a Monday because 35 is a multiple of 7. And the next question here is on picture comprehension. What is given here? The value of 2 hats and 3 crowns is 43. Value of 1 crown and 2 caps is 31. And value of 1 cap is 11 rupees, and you have to find out the value of the hat. Okay, so I am going to call this as hat and this as cap. What do we know here? We know that the value of 1 cap is 11 rupees. And here what do we know? We know that the value of 1 crown and 2 caps is 31 rupees. I know that what is the cost of 1 cap? 1 cap costs 11 rupees. So this cap will also be 11 rupees. So the value of the crown and the 2 caps put together is 31 rupees. What is the value of the crown? See, ideally I would say they should have given a plus symbol here so that there is no confusion for us, but they have not given that here, but that is what they are asking. It is given that the value of a crown and 2 caps is 31 rupees. We know that each cap costs 11 rupees. So 11 plus 11 is 22. So the cost of the crown plus 22, correct? That is the cost of the two caps together. This is equal to 31. Or what is the cost of the crown? The cost of the crown is 31 minus 22, which is equal to 9. So the crown costs 9 rupees. And now what are they asking? They are asking you what is the value of the hat. Here in the first information that is given to us, see, value of 3 crowns and 2 hats is 43 rupees. We know 1 crown costs 9 rupees. So this is 9, 9, 9. So what is the cost of 3 crowns? Cost of 3 crowns is 27 rupees. So I have 2 hats, correct? I am just drawing, this is the hat, correct? I have 2 hats and cost of 3 crowns, which is 27 rupees. When I add all of these together, my answer is 43. What is the value of 2 hats together? That is nothing but 43 minus 27, which is equal to 16 rupees. What is the value of 1 hat? 1 hat is 16 divided by 2, which is equal to 8 rupees. So your correct answer here is option A, 8 rupees. Let's look at the next question. Read the statements carefully and state T for true and F for false. Let us look at the statements one by one. What does the first statement say? The first statement says the sum of an odd number and an even number is always an odd number. See, whenever you have such questions where you have to find out whether the given statement is true or false, try out these statements with the help of examples. Okay, what does statement A say? Statement A says that the sum of an odd number and an even number is always an odd number. Let's take an odd number 3, an even number 2. What is the sum of these two? It is 5. 5 is an odd number, right? So I am adding an odd number and an even number and my answer is an odd number. It seems to be correct. Let's try one more example to be sure that this statement is correct. Let us take an odd number 5 and let's take an even number 4. When I add these two, I get 9, which is also an odd number. So what can I say? The sum of an odd number and an even number is always an odd number. It is true. So what did we do here? For the first statement, we took an example, right? We took an odd number, we took an even number and we added them to check if the answer is also an odd number. It was satisfying correctly. We tried out 2 such examples. It was correct. So we are considering that this conclusion is, or this statement is true. So this statement is true. Let us look at the next statement. The smallest 3-digit number formed from the digits 0, 3 and 6 is 306. So you have 3 digits 0, 3 and 6. What is the smallest 3-digit number that you can form? See, to form a 3-digit number, 0 cannot be the digit that will come in the beginning, correct? Because if you start with 0, then the answer that you get will be a 2-digit number. So 3 will come in the beginning, followed by 0, followed by 6. Yes, this is the smallest 3-digit number that you can form with the digits 0, 3 and 6. So statement B is also true. So the first statement is true and the second statement is also true. Now look at the options at this point, right? See, option D is wrong because according to option D, statement A is true but statement B is false, which is not correct. Similarly, look at option A, T, F. That is false, right? I want T, T to be there. So this is also wrong. So your correct answer obviously is going to be option C. At this point itself, you can mark the correct answer as option C and move on. You needn't even check the statement C at all because by looking at the first 2 statements itself and by cross-checking with the options, you know that the correct answer has to be option C. In the examination, stop at this point, mark option C as your answer and move on. Why I say this is because in the examination, if you are able to save time in one question, that time you can use it for solving another question. Find the missing number. 165 multiplied by 52 multiplied by 10 is equal to 572 multiplied by dash multiplied by 50. Ideally, how will you solve this question? You have to first find out what is 165 multiplied by 52 multiplied by 10. You have to find out the answer for this and then you will have to find out what is 572 multiplied by 50 and then find out what will come in the place of the blank. Okay, so if you actually solve, what will you get? 85,800 and the product of these two numbers 572 multiplied by 50 is 28,600 and then you will have to find out what will come in the place of this blank. So what is actually happening here? You have on the left hand side you have 85,800 is equal to some number multiplied by 28,600. So what can come in the place of this blank? By looking at the options, if I put 2 here, right, if I put 2 here, my answer will somewhere be, see, 28,600 plus 28,600, that is nothing but 28,600 multiplied by 2. But the answer that I get here, right, when I put 2, this answer that I get will be somewhere closer to 56,000, right, somewhere closer to 56,000, 57,000. No, but that's not the number that is there on my left hand side. So 2 cannot be my answer. If I put 3 here, yes, then the answer that I get will be close to 85,800. It will be 85,800, correct? So 3 has to come in this blank and 3 has to be our answer. This is the normal way in which we would approach this question. But this way is time consuming, right? There is a lot of, see, this big multiplication is involved, this multiplication is involved, and then finally you have to check with the options. So there is another easy way to approach this question. I'll try to teach you this way. See if you are able to follow it. Let me just erase whatever is there on the slide. Okay. So you have 165 multiplied by 52 multiplied by 10 is equal to 572 multiplied by dash multiplied by 50. So I have 165 multiplied by 52 multiplied by 10. 52 multiplied by 10 is nothing but 520. Correct? What is 52 multiplied by 11? 52 multiplied by 11 is nothing but 572. Correct? See, what is 52 multiplied by 11? It is nothing but 52 multiplied by 10, that is 520 plus 52. Correct? 520 is nothing but 52 multiplied by 10. I just told you. So what will be 52 multiplied by 11? Add 52 to that. Add 52 to 520, which will be equal to 572. So that is what is given here, 572. So this 572, how can I write? I can write it as 52 multiplied by 11. Okay. Again, multiplied by dash multiplied by 50. That is what you have now. Again, this 165. Okay. See, here I have on the right hand side, I have 52 multiplied by 11 multiplied by dash multiplied by 50. Here I have 165 multiplied by 52 multiplied by 10. This 165 is nothing but 15 multiplied by 11. 15 multiplied by 11 is nothing but 165. See, 15 multiplied by 10 is 150. Very easy to find out. So what will be 15 multiplied by 11? That will be nothing but 150 plus 15, which is equal to 165. So this 165 is nothing but 15 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 52 multiplied by 10 is equal to 52 multiplied by 11 multiplied by dash multiplied by 50. So all we have to find out is what will come in the place of this blank. Okay. So this 52 is there on both the sides. 11 is there on both the sides. 50 is nothing but 5 multiplied by 10. 10 is there on both the sides. So here on the left hand side you have 15 and on the right hand side you have 5. To make both the sides equal, what should come in the place of the blank? It has to be 3. So the correct answer here is 3. So this is how you will solve this question without even finding out the product of the given numbers. This is how you will do it. But to do it in this method, you will have to know your tables very well. Like when I say 165, you should be able to write 165 is equal to 15 multiplied by 11. If you feel this method is a bit difficult for you, it's okay, you can do it in the normal way, but ideally this would be a better way to solve the question. If you try and practice some more questions like this using this method as to how I rearrange and write the numbers and cancel out the common numbers on both the sides, because it's just finding out the product of the given numbers. If you practice this method, then it is very, very easy to find the answer. Okay, let's move on to the next question. 184 people are to be divided into teams with 8 people in each team. Find the number of teams. So how many people are there totally? There are 184 people and you have to divide them into teams of 8. So how many teams will be there? 184 divided by 8. So how will you do it? Either you can do it using the long division method, correct? 184 divided by 8 and then try to find out the exact answer. 23. 8 3s are 24. So your answer is 23. Correct? Correct answer is option C. Or the other way in which you can do is, there is some number, okay, some number, when you multiply it by 8, the answer that you get is 184. So the last digit of your answer is 4. What number, okay, what last digit here, if you multiply with 8, will you get the answer as 4? See, if the number here was 21, 1 8s are 8, it's not 184. So 21 cannot be the answer that will come here. Again 20. If it was 20 into 8, it is 160. Cannot be your answer. 22. 2 8 2s are 16. So last digit has to be 6. Not possible. But if it is 23, 23 multiplied by 8, 8 3s are 24. So last digit is 4. Yes, that is possible. So your answer has to be option C. Either you can divide it like this using the long division method and find out what the answer is, or you can check with the options and get the answer. The correct answer here is option C. How many tens must be subtracted from 7,280 to get 480? So, from 7,280, you are subtracting some number and the answer that you get has to be 480. What can be that number? So, first option says 680. See, they have given in the question how many tens must be subtracted. So 680 tens, if that is your answer, 6,800, right? The number that you are subtracting is 6,800. If you subtract these two, will you get the answer as 480? Yes. 0 minus 0 is 0. 8 minus 0 is 8. 12 minus 8 is 4. Yes. So you have to subtract 680 tens from 7,280 to get 480. See, if I take option B, okay, then what is it? Option B is 480. So how many tens am I subtracting? 480 tens, or which is nothing but 480 multiplied by 10, or 4,800. But if I subtract 4,800 from 7,280, the answer that I get is 2,480. It's not 480. Correct? So that is wrong. So I hope it is clear. See, when they say how many tens must be subtracted. So here, when I say the correct answer is option A, I am saying 680 tens has to be subtracted from 7,280 to get 480. Okay, so the correct answer here is option A. A postman delivered 2,821 letters in the month of January. If he delivered equal number of letters on each day, then find the number of letters delivered on each day. So what is the postman doing? Totally he has delivered 2,821 letters. How many days are there in January? 31 days are there in January. So he is dividing the letters equally on each of these 31 days. So how many letters will be delivered in a day? 2,821 divided by 31. Okay. So whatever be the answer that you get, that answer multiplied by 31. This is equal to 2,821. So there is some number. Okay. When you multiply it with 31, the answer that you get is 2,821. Ideally, you will divide. You will find out the answer by doing this division. But since this is time consuming, right, like I said, like how we did for the previous question, here also you can check with the options. Let us say the number of letters per day is 80. Okay, let us say the number of letters that he delivers per day is 80. Then in 31 days, how many letters will he deliver? 80 multiplied by 31. But will that answer be 2,821? No, it will not be. Whatever be the answer, see, when you multiply 80 and 31, the answer will end with a 0. Here it is ending with a 1. So this is not possible. So this option is wrong. Okay, let us take option 75. If I do 75 multiplied by 31, 5 ones are 5. See, if I am doing 75 multiplied by 31, the last digit of my answer is going to be 5. Is the last digit here 5? No. So this is also not my answer. Look at option D, 70. If it is 70 multiplied by 31, the last digit of my answer is going to be 0. Again, here it is ending with 1. Not possible. Obviously, my answer has to be 91. When I do 91 multiplied by 31, the last digit is going to be 1, and in the answer also here the last digit is 1. So obviously that has to be my answer. You can cross check also. When you do 91 multiplied by 31, you will obviously get the answer as 2821. So your correct answer here is option B, 91. Like this, in the examination, instead of trying to solve this division, you can check with the options and arrive at the answer. Always keep in mind, in Olympiad examinations, options are given to help you arrive at the answer faster. During a discount sale on a shop, 197 customers visit on the first day. 220 more customers visit on the second day than the first day. How many customers visit the shop on both the days together? So on the first day, how many customers visit? 197 customers visit. On the second day, 220 more customers visit than on the first day. Or how many customers visit on the second day? 197 plus 220. That is equal to 417. So on the first day, 197 customers visit. On the second day, 417 customers visit. Add these two. What is 7 plus 7? 14. 1 carryover. Stop at this point and mark your answer as option B. When you add these two numbers, the answer that you get ends with a 4. And there is only one option which ends with a 4. And that has to be your answer. So the correct answer here is option B. So I hope the questions that we solved in this video lesson was clear to all of you. Do keep practicing more and more questions. It will help you to improve your score in the examination. And like I said, the way in which you solve a question is very, very important. When you practice questions at home, try to approach the questions using these strategies or the methods that I have taught you. It will definitely help you do well in your level 2 examination. So all the very best with your preparation, and I'll see you in another video lesson. Do subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Thank you.